Go ahead.
I have a question for the both of you. So, say people get involved, they're getting educated on how all this works. So, what do you say to an alderman, especially a black alderman, that knows the property taxes? A lot of people are about to get priced out of their community. What do you say to them to get them to be human?
Well, the
To be human.
the Tribune just put out that Chicago is about to pay 90% more higher in property taxes, and the mayor to link property taxes to the price index. So if inflation go up, your property tax is going to go up. Now,
The mayor of the city of Chicago.
I mean, that's an Illinois state law, I believe.
No, she didn't have to do that. The thing is this, folks. I want y'all to understand. It don't have to be this way.
It doesn't have to
Yes.
be. You're
Do not have to be
absolutely
this
right.
way.
That's what this is
Okay?
all about.
It
Tax
don't
Doctor.
have to
It
be this way.
doesn't have to be
Because
this
we
way.
all are human.
Right. It's about being human.
And let me say this.
Human rights.
Our research from analyzing what happened with Prop 13, they had the same damn problems we got in Cook County and the state of Illinois. The assessors, they can come into your house and tax the hell out of you, but go next door to their friend and they ain't got to pay no taxes.
Yeah, let me just say one of the things, one way to answer your question, Meleika, if we want to lower taxes in the city of Chicago or Cook County, we have to bring more people back to the city of Chicago and to Cook County. That's going to help spread the need for raising your taxes. You
Not
bring
ne-
more people.
not
Yeah,
necessarily.
You will.
Not
There's no
necessarily.
doubt that you build more houses, you build more taxpayers.
I'm gonna tell you where the flaw is in that premise.
You could tell me where the flaw
I'ma
is,
tell you where
but
the
you
flaw
can't
is.
tell me that I'm wrong. That
I'm
if you bring in
gonna
more,
tell you
if
you're wrong.
If you bring in more people into the city of Chicago,
and I'm gonna tell you
the
why you're
reason-
wrong.
I'll tell you why I'm not.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Because
you're
the
wrong.
more money you bring in, the more properties you bring in, the less regressive taxes the city is going to need, the less they're going to need to raise property taxes. Because the first thing that you hear the mayor saying in the city of Chicago, our population has declined and our revenues have declined, so we need to raise your taxes. So if you bring more revenue into the city, you don't have to raise property taxes. The reason why the city of Chicago need to raise property taxes because population has declined and the revenues coming into the city has declined.
But
now let's go. Nope, you can't say it because I got to go to Mary. You told me all the time. Mary, Chicago Hill.
Mary, you just saved the Mary.
You're gonna get a chance,
Okay.
but let's go to Mary. Chicago Hill. You got.
I had a situation where my property taxes were appealed. I had to go downtown to the office to get them appealed the following year. When the people saw me, they literally went into their computer system and changed the square footage of my house, the tax code, and almost got away with it.
Ooh.
That's what they were saying.
I went downstairs and then went back into the building to the Board of Review and reported what I thought was going on, and it was verified. That same day, someone in the Cook County Assessor's Department changed the square footage of my property and the tax code on that day. And the woman in the Board of Review saw it and said it wasn't us.
Wow.
And when I went back downstairs to the property tax division, the people who did it were obvious to me. And so I would suggest that if we could really get rid of the crooks in Cook County, including those who have the legal right to make changes from the inside so that they can buy your property taxes, I say that we would have a lot more people willing to stay in Chicago. In addition to that, our politicians know this is going on, and they don't do anything about it because everybody seems to have something that somebody can use against them, and so their hands appear to be tied.
Whoa.
let's come
Even
together.
if their hands are tied
Mary,
in the
teach.
cookie jar.
Teach,
And this is
Mary.
the reality. This is the true reality. Mr. Tax Doctor,
Yes, ma'am.
I respect you, but you are wrong in a lot of areas.
What do
And
you
just-
say I'm wrong about?
What I am saying to you, sir, is that you are not fully educated on what's going on.
Why you
And
say
to
that,
me,
ma'am?
I say that because I listen to you all the time, and I know that some things you know better. But because your hands are tied to some of the same politicians,
Ooh.
you can't be honest either. And that's all I want to say.
Thank you. You're going to get a chance to respond, Tex. Let's go to Pastor Witherspoon. And
Tex
Miss
Doctor,
Pat,
what you
you're
got going
you're
on?
on the air, Pastor Jay.
Now, not really.
All right, let's get to it then.
Yeah,
Ask
I wanna
it,
ask
ask
you
it
a question.
again in another way.
Now, let me ask you this: why is it that Cook County employees is allowed to buy property taxes?
Oh, well, that's a whole different subject. But you say Cook County employees cannot buy?
No, that they are allowed to buy property taxes, people's property taxes. Why do they allow that?
Well, that's something
Because
that
it's not
it's not against the law.
It's not unconstitutional for them to do that, and it's not against the law.
But you think that if you work for Cook County, you shouldn't be a tax scavenger?
No, because that's a conflict of interest. I mean, here it is, you working for them, the county. You know the downfall of the people, and you go buy their taxes. Come on.
All right, thank you, Jay, for that.
Inside information.
God help us.
Inside information.
Inside information.
God help us
Inside
if
information
that
is
person a
illegal
receiver,
on the
get
federal level.
receiver's license
Let's
down
go to
here.
Bill. Bill, you're on
Didn't Martha
Chicago
Stewart
Hill.
go to jail for
Yes.
something similar? Okay.
Yeah, inside trade.
Inside trading.
Bill, you're on Chicago Hill. How lower income Americans get cheated on property taxes. I want people to read the New York Times. It's a perfect story about how low income Americans get cheated on property tax. So no matter where you live, low income people are going to get cheated. People with higher property values pay less. People with less property values pay more. How do we win as working class people in America?
Well, Tom Hartman said, and this gets back to the race issue. Tom Hartman said, look, one of the reasons we have the property tax system set up, because, and he put it this, and he's white, he said, most white folks don't want to pay to educate your children. And so they utilize the property tax system, which we all know is racist and unfair throughout the country. Because when Bloomberg did their report, and they told us that we lost $500 billion by being overtaxed, then it just points to Revin's statement. It qualifies Revin's statement. And again, this is Jason Gratos from ProPublica and Dr. Christopher Berry from the University of Chicago. These are white folks who have did the reports, did the study. Metropolitan Council, they did the report. These are white folks telling us how we've been ripped off
All right.
financially.
And we're being ripped off because the reports say over and over, regardless to what color you are, more expensive properties are undervalued, while less expensive properties are overvalued.
But
Yeah,
Go.
because you have some people up north. I
Mhm.
speak from North Shore, white, black. White people really come up there complaining because they know what's going on, and you try to get the black people to come out and join forces. There's power in numbers, but white people are getting priced out too.
but
Right.
And let's not forget our Hispanic brethren. This is a huge issue in
Yeah.
Cicero,
Yeah.
in
Yes, sir.
Berwyn, and in the Hispanic areas of
Ford,
Chicago.
tell us the makeup culturally of your district, because
Yeah,
you have a unique district over there.
You know what? You're right, Brother Revin. I represent for the last almost 15 years Austin, parts of Oak Park, Berwyn, Forest Park, LaGrange Park, and Brookfield. And so it's very, very diverse.
Wow.
And
It is.
we see this problem that Phil's been working on, that more expensive properties are undervalued while less expensive properties are overvalued. And the result is that wealthy homeowners get a big tax break, while less affluent homeowners are paying a higher price for the same public services.
Yeah, so Rep Ford, we calculated what this dollar amount is. So in the city of, or in the village of Oak Park, we can look at all the homes that sold in 2020, and we can look at all the assessed values. And then what we can do is basically calculate how much tax they paid versus how much they should have paid on average. And what we found is that a homeowner in the lowest 10% of homes in Oak Park is paying $4,000 more per year on average. A homeowner in the top 10% of values is paying on average $4,000 to $5,000 less.
Wow.
And so we're talking about 50% of their entire tax bill is just because they're being overassessed.